So the date today is July 23rd, 2019. I said it perfectly because I just checked the date right now to make sure I got it right. Um, did I make a video? Yeah, I made a video this morning. So this is a little bonus or whatnot. We're gonna do something different. You know what? I meant to actually get everything low-key set up before I did that. Anyway, I'm gonna turn the camera around and see how that works, but there might be a lot of switching happening if that is possible with this, because this was a spur of the moment, I was fired up to do it type of deal. Oh, didn't mean to do all that. Oh, my crystals. So what we're gonna do right now, I'm gonna turn it around while I do all that. Don't mind the trash can. It's still there. You know what? He's part of the backdrop. He's important too. He's part of the team. So anyway, so we have Amethyst here today, and I'm gonna try to name everything, but honestly, I'm not really good with. I'm trying to pick this up. I'm not really good at picking it things. I'm gonna say this is Pirate, but honestly, I don't remember. I think I bought it. No, I'm pretty sure I bought this. Yeah, I bought these crystals because my counterpart gave me the other crystals that I have because he said he lost one. He's such a sweetheart. He's so extra. Anyway, obsidian. This is my stone of truth. I normally like to have this present with me in general when I do anything, really. I was going to say readings, but if you have to like really talk someone into like hearing about their feelings, to be honest, is that really? Yeah, it's a reading. This is the same thing, same shit, different words. This is a chevron amethyst. Funny because the smoother one is cheaper than the more ragged one, which doesn't make sense to me, but I guess that is all that glitters isn't gold. Hallelujah. This is pink calcite, I believe. I'm pretty sure. And I mixed this up because they're about the same color now. But I have a smoky quartz and I have a rose quartz. And rose quartz, when it gets put in the sun, it turns white. So, you know what? Because I think he lost the rose quartz. So I think this is the smoky quartz. Whatever. Anyway, I'm surprised I was actually able to name any of those, to be honest with you. So if somebody's tripping about something being wrong, don't. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out where I need to put this. Let's see if this will work. Boom. Alright. Hi. Okay, so we're going to do it like this. Don't look at my boobs. I'm not wearing a bra. Because bras are kind of overrated. So I wear them. Just not right now. Okay. And yeah, I need a headphones because I'm not that loud of a person. So people can't hear me, and it's annoying because they can't hear me, because I really do be feeling like I'm yelling. But I mean, maybe that was all in my mind because I'm normally the type of person that says don't look at me, so we're doing that. I have some decks to the side of me in little baggies because everything that I had was packed up, so I didn't really want to unpack them, so I didn't even think that I was going to be doing anything like this, but I guess that's what we doing because, again, fired up. Let me get these out. These were the only cards that I was really planning on using, the Rider-Waite Tarot. I'm going to show the back of the box. I'm not really going to show all of them, so it doesn't actually matter. We're going to try to make this short, but honestly, with readings, like, I kind of just, I'd get lost in the spirit, to be honest with you. So we're basically, you know what, I'm gonna leave that out because I don't normally read meanings from cards, but because I'm an intuitive reader when it comes down to it, or channeler, I don't even really know what to call it, to be honest with you. It just, I see it and I know what happens. And I'm also not like, so that means I don't have like, oh, I know every single card and every single, but for the most part, I do. Like, there's this, I think this is the deck that I'm picking up right now. It's an animal tarot deck, and it is intimidating to me. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because it's got all of these like the shaman is the magician, and look how they look absolutely nothing alike, right? You know, the only thing really is they got wands, and that's, you know, great and dandy and stuff. Well, no, everything is showing up in here, but like all the other cards are just kind of just, oof. And this one didn't come with any explanation. So honestly, this deck intimidates me, but I accidentally picked it up, and Spirit is like, yeah, but you gonna use it. And then I have these beautiful cards. It's funny that this card is at the bottom of this deck. It's the Storm card, and at the bottom of this deck is the Tower card. So I guess we're starting the reader off with that. The reading off with that. This is the Return of Spirit deck by Cheryl Lee Harnish. I don't know, I was just really drawn to these damn cards. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And then two more. I picked up a random bag, so we'll find out what that bag is when I get there. And then we're gonna use the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards. I just like the way these shuffle. So you don't really ever need a reason to pick up a specific deck of cards when you're doing a reading. You just have to feel drawn to it, to be honest. If you have a reason, you have a reason. If not, it's just that card wanted to go with you. Like these animal cards. I didn't invite them to the party. They crashed it. So hopefully I don't look dumb in front of everybody right now, because that's not actually possible. But at the same time, my ego's like, you don't know how to read them damn cards. But my spirit's like, you know what you're doing. Chill out. And I just wanted to share this because this bag is beautiful. I got it from Wish, and I think it was like $15, but I don't actually remember. But it is like this mat. This is where the mat came from. Y'all saw the mat in the beginning, and that's the important part. So we're going to get down to the reading because my battery's going to die, and I want to be able to watch anime later on without having to charge my phone. So I don't know what we're going to start with. I don't even know what this reading's about. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I hope that this goes well. I hope that this goes well. We have high hopes for the future. So what we're going to do is I'm going to just start shuffling some things, to be honest with you. I don't know what I'm going to do with this cord business, but it's the best I can do in this situation. If anything, it's so much better than what I had going on before, except I had a tripod. Ooh, okay. So you would really think that these would be used as like overall themes, but honestly, I really like to just read the words and look at them because I just like looking at my cards like that. So the first couple cards that came out, it's like 5 of them. The first couple cards that came out, we're going to start with the one that came out first. We have Worthy. You are worthy. A lot of us really do suffer from self-esteem. Like, it's obvious. That's an obvious thing. That's like a duh. But it really keeps us from doing exactly what we need to be doing because we feel like we're not good enough for it. And that's something that, you know, again, everybody struggles with. That's definitely what I've struggled with to get here. And, you know, before this point, struggling with getting in front of the camera. Like, I'm one of those people where I look in the mirror and I'm just like, oh, I'm having a good skin day today. Like, we're doing better than we normally do because I'm very unique looking. So it's been an issue for my life. And then I'll turn on the camera to take a picture because, everybody else has selfies. So I'm like, why don't I have selfies in my own damn phone? Let's try it. No. As soon as you turn on the camera, it's a boo. Turn it off. Don't do it. Don't do it. And that's something that I've had to overcome, especially now because I look better. But even now, this isn't the best view of what I actually look like being shown to you because of, outer circumstances. But inside, I feel worthy enough. Don't look at my nails. I feel worthy enough to. What does this reflect? Oh, it's the reflection of the damn camera phone. I feel worthy enough to actually be a part of a bigger community, and that is something that I've had to deal with. Period. So we're gonna go with the next card. Faith. These are really beautiful cards. I'm really trying not to take a long ass periodically time, but we're already at 11 minutes, so let's see how this goes. Faith, yeah. When it came down to feeling worthy with how I saw myself, how I viewed anything that came out of my mind, because some people think that their ideas aren't as important as everybody else's, but at the same time, so they choose not to say something, but at the same time, people also think that their ideas aren't good enough, so they just throw their ideas in people's faces and shove them down their throats. And they don't think people are actually taking them into consideration. And it's just like, no. Your self-worth comes from within. It comes from yourself. So, once you start having faith in yourself, one, and faith in the spiritual, it doesn't have to, it could, I'm trying to name some gods. God. So, once you have faith in yourself and you have faith in spirituality, the fact that somebody is there watching over you, you really start to develop a sense of self. You just start to take in everything that is supposed to be given to you, to be honest. There's so many gifts that we're all not paying attention to, and it's because we can't see it. And it's because all of these other worldly things are keeping us from where we need to be at. So those two cards seemed unrelated, but I'm actually surprised at how it got wrapped together. So once we start to figure out, damn, these cards is actually doing the damn thing, obviously, but I'm just really surprised because when I see the cards, sometimes I'm just like, I don't know how that's gonna go, but then the story just kind of puts itself together as I go. And then sometimes I do know the story, the story of the unknown. So I'm gonna hold these two cards up again. So we're gonna go with this, worthy and faith. So believe that you are worthy of love, one, and of anything good, everything good. Believe that you deserve love. Believe that there is someone watching over you and helping you through these things and trying to teach you a lesson. If life is hard, why? Oh, because somebody did this and this and this to you? Why? Oh, because they're being this way to you? Why? The bigger question is why. Some people try to be like, oh, why this, why this, why this? But you're not asking the right question. Why are you still in that situation? Why are you choosing to stay in a situation where you know you're not happy? People will be like, well, because this person, blah, 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 I can't. You say I can't too many times, you ain't never gonna get out. There's the answer right there. And to be honest with you, when it comes down to why, it should never be because this person blah. It should be because I want to. I blah blah blah. Because if you're choosing to stay in a situation where you feel like you are only here because of someone else, that's not the right answer. Period. This is not the right answer. So once you decide that you are worthy enough to voice who you are, to show who you are, to love yourself, to receive and give love and equal give and take, and that could be with anybody, but that, ultimately does lead to your soulmate and divine partnership. Me personally, I'm a twin flame, but soulmates are for literally everybody. It doesn't even matter if you don't like people. Like, you have a soulmate. You just have to open yourself up to it. And some people don't even like love because they don't like the way it looks, but that's because the world made it look like that. That ain't your idea of love, because my idea of love honestly is a fairy tale. Did I get it? Yes. Was there lessons still to be learned? Yes. Did I learn them? Yes. Why am I waiting for this person? Because they are definitely for me. I went back and forth and I thought about it, and I wanted to make sure that I wasn't lying to myself, because at this stage of when I found this person, I was already convinced that they were the one to begin with, because every single thing that happened was different. There was no ifs, ands, or buts. But it's good to check in with yourself. Good to check in with what you believe in now, as opposed to what you believed in before. Because now I know my options really are open, infinite. Like, I did anybody that it's just like, if I had decided that this person wasn't for me, there could be another counterpart. There could be another person to come in and take his spot, because that is law of attraction. You attract what you are. I know I'm a catch. I know, because I've worked for it. But at the same time, I know he is as well. And there are reasons that I see in him that he doesn't see in himself yet. But that's okay, because he's not far off. Because he was perfect to begin with, even when I didn't know what was truly, truly going on. I saw it for what it was. I knew that I was worthy going into it, because that was something I did have to learn. I had just decided to actively start following God, because God found me, and we started to build a relationship. It started out small, and it got bigger. And then, a whole different type of world opened up, to be honest with you. Didn't see that coming at all, but at the same time, I was super open to it. So now I know who my true self is. I'm not sure I'm allowed to really tell anybody right now. I also don't even know if everybody else is gonna know, but that's a lie, because honestly, I feel like y'all would really need to know, because we're all a lot more special than we really think we are, and we hold ourselves back. I'm gonna read the celestial card from the book because it's telling me to. Boop 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 boop. Okay, I'm gonna try to read it low key as fast as I can, but at the same time in a very keep up way. All right. The celestial card brings with it divine energies of the benevolent beings who are here to assist you with the human journey of incarnation. Perhaps you have been struggling to understand exactly what your purpose or soul's role is on Earth. You could doubt whether you even have a purpose or if you hold any special gifts or qualities. This card has come to you today to reassure you that you are indeed uniquely gifted in your own special way. We are all worthy. We all deserve love. All of us, every single person. Even if you feel like you're the scummiest person on earth, it's never too late, to be honest with you. Let's see. I lost my place. Oh, yep. The celestial beings who love and support you here want to ease your worry and doubt. Most people find their purpose almost if by accident. That's exactly what happened to me, to be honest. And found out that I was helping people my whole life. There was a reason why I'm so nice. And although it would be nice to have a magical scroll fall from the heavens, which stated clearly what we are here to do, it isn't going to happen that way. We must discover this for ourselves. This is where the faith comes in, because you connect with source. You find out what it is that you do and don't like. If there's something in your life that you don't like and it is holding you back from your full potential, now don't be all crazy and start doing things that aren't supposed to be done in order, because everything has an order. But start looking up on things that make you happy. Start figuring out what that is exactly, and start actively trying to go towards it, because then God will definitely open up a way. That's exactly what he will do. And then when you get the go. Like, you'll know when it's a go, to be honest. Some people are very impulsive. So if you're that type of person, make sure that you explore why you think that's the right direction. If everybody's situation is different. Mine was jump, even though you can't see exactly what's next. But we are giving you all the information that we can all. I have so much information on my life, it's ridiculous. But yet I'm always learning. Always. So it's not like I know everything about my life, but I could possibly know a lot more about, other people's lives right off the bat. So, let's see. We must discover this for ourselves. It is the act of struggle and effort itself which reveals to us our strengths and gifts. Each unique aspect of you and your life path is revealed in its own divine time. There are a lot of people that are going through a lot of things and they don't see a way out of it, and that is the problem right there. They don't physically see a way out of something, so they believe there is no way out of something. But if you believe that you're going to go in a certain direction and your mind is actively saying, we're going to go in that direction regardless, God will open a way for you. Honestly, my mama was never going to leave the house that we were in right now. Not right now, but the house that I used to live in. My mom was not going to leave. She wanted to stay here. She wanted to stay there. That was her house. But all of a sudden, they wanted to raise the rent to $1,300 from $900. All of a sudden, hold on, my battery is dying. All of a sudden, she decided she wanted to move back home. Not back home, but back to her hometown. And I told her 2 years that I was going to have a plan. Like, I needed at least 2 years to fulfill the plan that I had physically made to move out with my counterpart. But then she's like, I'm moving out in June. Then she's like, I'm moving out in July. And then she actually left in July. And it was a good thing she had planned to leave in July, because they upped the rent. And we're like, we're going to up the rent. And I was just like, dang, everything falling into place. Because I freaked out a little bit, but at the same time, I was just like, it's okay, God will take care of it. And I didn't worry about it, to be honest. I had a way out, and I helped pay a bigger portion of the bills. So it honestly was, if she didn't leave, I was going to have to figure out some way to pay her bills. And that was something that low-key stressed me out. But I was like, you know what, it's okay, I'll figure it out. I didn't really stress on it. I knew that everything was going to be fine. Your divine celestial beings are asking you to hold on to your faith, to trust the journey of discovery you are taking, and to believe in yourself. They ask that you simply take action and step forward, whether you feel confident or not. It's the movement forward that matters most here. If you feel like you need to go forward, move your mind forward. Shit, start somewhere. Do something. If you feel stagnant, it's because you're ignoring your lessons. You're not going anywhere on purpose. But you know what? I'm pretty sure you need to feel safe with it first. I didn't feel scared when I quit my job. It didn't feel like it was a bad idea. It didn't feel like it was too early. It felt perfect. And I didn't write the 2 weeks until I knew. When you act on time, then you get the luxury of actually putting in things on time. But if you do it too late, things might come a mess. Things just might be a mess. You just might make a discovery about yourself in a way which you least expect. The entire universe is supporting you at this time. Do not give up on yourself. You are not alone or forgotten down here. Spirit is with you, loving and guiding you each step of the way. You are on the path you were meant to be on and doing exactly what you should be to take you where you need to go. It took a minute to get through that, but that is so accurate to not my current situation, but I'm already past that point, but a certain somebody that we're not going to talk about, but I'm pretty sure we already get the point. So look up. Instead of looking at the situation around you and thinking that there's nothing that you can do, look up. Violet Flame card is about a light being at the end of the tunnel, things looking up, things really revealing themselves in a way where I didn't know it was going to be this hard, but I'm glad that it's almost over. Those types of things. And you know what? I don't know why this card keeps looking at me, but this is the sexuality card. Embrace your sexuality. Honestly, in this world, we kind of frown on anything sexual because they're like, sex sells. Well, if you really think about it, everything in this world has an aspect of its own that is connected to spirituality and ourselves, like our idea of being. Like different parts of us. We all have different parts of us. Like, I'm crazy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm crazy. But am I a bad crazy? No. I'm crazy for the greater good when it comes down to it. I believe in magic. I believe in happier things. I believe that the world can be better. Like, it's best, to be honest. That might be crazy. The other side of that, the other side of the spectrum, because we have divine and we have distorted. The other side of the spectrum is I'ma kill you. That's stab, 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 stab. But that's not me, So we're all crazy. We just need to embrace it the right way. I think there's a card flipped over in here. That's funny because I was really wondering why they had me pick up these cards because I don't have time. Oh, that's funny. Because I don't have time to be reading heck of cards, and these cards are harder for me to understand. These are the animal tarot card decks, animal guidance or something. So this card was flipped over, and I just saw a white border, so I was just like, I'm going to look at it. So it got the archer, and it literally is so funny. What is that in the traditional tarot? 7. The chariot. Ha! That's funny. Yeah, go straight for your dreams. We ain't playing around here. We ain't got time to be wasting. Y'all wasting y'all time. Y'all wasting your time. Wasting my time, to be honest. If I'm speaking to somebody. But that's not what I meant to. That's not what this reading's about. But yes, go straight for your dreams. And this is the 8 of Vessels, which is the 8 of Cups. And at the bottom, you see it says rebirth. That is walking away from things that do not serve you any longer. Walking away from situations that do not belong with you anymore. I ain't speaking to nobody. Spirit really has an interesting way of doing things. I'm going to do one good show. Complacency. The story that this... well, shit, I don't actually know because somebody might have this deck and check me, but I don't have time to read it. So I'm going to just say this is what it was because I don't remember. I think actually it was I think it was the dissipating card. But this one specifically, I think it said this lady, she had like tickets to go somewhere, or she had like a dream to go somewhere or whatnot, do something. And her daughter later found out in life that she had enough money to do it. Why didn't she do it? And, complacency, it speaks for itself. That is so funny. And confusion. There might be a little confusion around your whole, situation. But honestly, it's not a bad thing. It's just taking a leap of faith and, trusting in the unknown. Ooh, snap. So I'm gonna just, shit. I don't even cuss that much. What are we doing? Like a sailor. So at the bottom we have the Fool, taking that leap of faith, what I just said. And I'm gonna cut the deck because I'm feeling it. Right now, this is a card for both of us, to be honest. Patience. Sometimes when we make a leap of faith, we need to exercise patience. That is what has really been happening for me. But patience with movement. This is patience without movement. But patience with movement means that get your thoughts together. If you're the one on the other side of the situation, waiting for things, don't wait. Kind of just figure out what you need to do, because someone else is healing. Someone else is doing their best, but they are being complacent. They are waiting. And both of you should definitely be in the hermit mode, figuring out what you need to be doing. But at the same time, when you know that it's time, know that it's time. Because when it comes down to it, when you don't act on something, you don't feel, and you're not acting, basically when you choose not to take a step forward in your own life, when you know the next step, you are basically blocking your happiness. You're blocking your 10 of Cups. Got the happy family, got the children over here too, and they got the cups and stuff. Let me see if I can get the Ace of Cups to go. Oh, shit. Anyway, we didn't get that, but we got another important card. We got the High Priestess. The High Priestess is an energy where things that are hidden, they will come forth when it's time to come forth. That's the next step. It's like step, one step at a time. You're not always going to know what comes next. And then we have the Six of Swords. This is normally a calmer water type of energy. So like if you're in an energy where you're not knowing what's going on in your life, is just doing the absolute most right now, figure out what you need to do, and don't be scared to do it, because there is so much more waiting for you. And there's a little island over there, and it says, you're almost there. You're almost there. And when you do it, don't get scared. Easier said than done. But remember that somebody said, don't get scared, you're on the right path. It was upside down, because that also could mean that it legit is almost over. So, there's that. Conflict is going to die down. Sometimes you have to destroy certain things in order, to go where you need to go. So we're going to put those back. And then our last card that we're going to pull, because I don't know how much battery life I got on this, but you know what? I didn't get the 10% one yet. So that's a great thing. Okay, I felt like that one might have turned into a fart if I actually... How does a burp turn into a fart? Sometimes... my God. Let me see if these cards resonate. Hold on. Ha ha. I'm sorry. I really like magic. I think it's really cool. So... just going to put those there. So, serendipity is literally not a Tinder date, to be honest with you. It's not like you can't meet your soulmate online or whatnot, but it will definitely be in a different way that you've ever met someone else. Like, you'll know what's different right off the bat. You'll know. My soulmate, personally, I didn't even know that we were going to end up together, because I literally, for the first time ever in my life, I said I want to be friends with this person because I want to be friends with this person. Like, I just think they're cool AF, and that's it. and it was honestly because they smoked. And I like smoke circles because you can talk, you can have fun. It's just more, that's how chill, that's my type of chilling, like that's what I prefer. So, and as the employees started to leave my workplace, it was very apparent that everybody was really, really a good kid that did not even dabble in any of that. And I was just like, you know what, I'd rather y'all be happy, and that's fine. But like this one was just like very happy, very nice person, very just so different from people. And I didn't notice them at first, but we ended up just, it literally just kind of happened. Every time I try to think back as to why, like how it happened, he remembers part of it. I remember, are you serious? Because I think I don't know. There was a point where I didn't talk about any of that in the workplace because I got older. So it was a little different. But it, we ended up smoking. And then there was another person that we were hanging out with as well. And we were just like, you know, you're nice, come over. You don't have to smoke. We just want to, you know, like you just seem like a cool person. And so that was the person that I ended up talking to. Like, I, like, we kind of hit it off in a way where I thought that that was going to be my next boyfriend. But at the same time, I told myself, what do you see in this relationship? Do you see yourself actually having a relationship with this person, or do you see like, or do you feel like it will burn out? Because I had already made the point to be like, I'm really just trying to figure out who I is. Like, that's good, and I'm glad that I made that choice, because after I said no to him and actually closed that door and went through my own healing, and basically grew up within myself, I don't know, within the week, I don't know, this other person, the other guy, the smoker, he ended up being a more important person within my life. And then, you know, sparks. That's a story for another day, but sparks. So it was just very serendipitous. It was something that it just has never happened. I'm a person that doesn't normally feel like other people, because I feel like people can really fall head over heels in love with somebody. Me personally, that is not who I am. So for me to feel that way and still take it slow with this person and wait for him to make all of the moves and just to follow suit and to see where it was going, and for it to actually go in that direction and better, and like it was just something that was great. We're not gonna go off that. So this is your message in a bottle. I'm not really sure what this card means, because every time I read it, I have like a water bottle next to me, and I like to look at the back of it to see if any words pop out at me, because, you know, synchronicities, whatever. But yeah, message in a bottle for you. You don't always have to go by the book, because everybody else that's going by the book, are they happy? Like, to be honest, are they happy? You know, and that is when you know that you have a duty and you're supposed to be doing something else, and it's been shown to you multiple times that you're supposed to be doing something else. Like, if you dabble in something, to be honest, all of us are supposed to be doing something else. Like, this whole world is going to change into something that is a lot better for us, that is emotionally fulfilling and material gain, prosperity, boy. But, you know, if you don't figure it out, you can't go to your new life. And that's where the by the book messes up, because everybody in my life, they believe in God, hardcore, to be honest with you. But when it comes down to it, do you believe in the miracles that he can, you know, that he can go? Do you believe in the miracles that he can do? Do you believe in every miracle? Just because you haven't seen it before, just because I haven't necessarily seen it before, it doesn't mean that it is not real. And to be honest, I have seen it, but I've seen what needs to be seen. So I'm learning right along with you guys. So go the distance. Do what you need to do. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. because what is waiting for you is so much better than you could possibly ever even imagine. And to be honest with you, I keep going, not I keep, because at this point I'm very, very sure as of this, not of, as of this morning, but it's been more affirmed as of this morning that there is not one person that can take me off of my path, because I keep thinking back. I keep thinking back to everything that I know. I keep thinking back to all the signs that I've seen, all the feelings that I've felt, all the people that I know that I've seen that are doing other things, because I learned from people doing the things the wrong way. My specific path is one of which I don't see people doing it right. Period. That is just not something that happens in my life. Like, everybody has some unhappiness level going on in their life, and that is something that I've learned from, because I see what they're doing and I'm like, all right, that doesn't sound like fun. I'm exhausted just looking at you, to be honest. So I've had to learn specifically my own path through my own path. Other people, that is a little different, because they have friends that can help them out. They have people that give them good advice. Nobody gives me good advice, to be honest. They think that they are, and that doesn't mean that I'm not good at taking advice, because when it comes down to it, I'll ask. I'll hear somebody give me advice and whatnot, and if it goes with my situation, we at the 10. If it goes with my situation, then I apply it. If I see them doing something wrong, something different, like, and wrong to me is like really stressing you out, and you're over here wondering why you stressed out. Like, pay attention to those things. Are other people happy? The people that you're trying to be like, are they happy? And that's the thing, is I wasn't always happy. Period. I was just was not always happy. And I still found a way to learn from the people that knew that they weren't happy, but were trying to do something about it. They weren't just playing it off and being like, oh, I whatever, you know how people be acting up. To be honest, I'm not a social media type of person, so I can't really explain all these other perspectives when it comes to what they do, because I don't really care. I just care about, one, how they portray themselves, and not just what you can see, but how they act in general, how their energy. You can usually tell people's energies even through the camera. You can tell when someone's lying, you can tell when someone's not lying, you can tell when they're nervous, blah blah blah. Just saying, like, you can tell. So it's just those things that I pay attention to. I don't like to know about what house they drove through and whatnot. I'm really trying to pick something up, but I'm not entirely sure what that could possibly be. But anyway, don't sell yourself short. You have so much more that you could be doing, and just because everybody else has a plan for you doesn't mean that it has to be your plan. Just because I'm saying that magic exists doesn't mean that you have to be like, well, I'm going to be a wizard now. I mean, if that's what your calling is, go for it. But at the same time, don't do things and then, blame it on me. Ask God first. Don't ask me. But if somebody points out that you may not be happy in your current situation and you could be doing something else, and also if you have already been told, shown, and proven, because there's a lot of people where you can prove so many things to them and they did it. What? I ain't never seen that. Like, you know what I mean? So there's just so many things that people miss. And if you know for sure that that is where you're supposed to be going, then go for it. You're holding yourself back. Anyway, all these videos are timeless. Bye.